What is up, everybody? My name is Asking the Soul Render, as you all know, and today we're going to be playing yet another episode of Minecraft Survival. If you do enjoy the video, please be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for future videos. And I have an exciting announcement. So let me show you this announcement. First off, sorry for the late upload. I was having my parents and I weren't really seeing eye to eye on something, so I thought it'd be best to kind of avoid this. But we're back now, and as you can see, I have expanded our storage room. So now we've got a bit more organization, and you can also see I am back from the Nether. I decided to come back from the Nether because I knew it was going to take about like 5 hours to get home, and I was not wrong. I was down to 3 melons, and I had to watch my previous video and follow my tracks back. So, sadly, we did not get a blaze rod on our way back. But, what we did get, which everything is in this chest, all this stuff is from the Nether, and as you can see, we've got a gas tier right here. And so, I just wanted to keep all this here so that you guys knew what we got on our way in and out. But let me introduce to you Kakaishi's weapon mod. I think is how it's pronounced. So basically, this mod just adds a bunch of stuff. So let's create a common dwarven weapon, the battle axe. Boom. Glorious. But as you can see, this thing is pretty detailed for a Minecraft mod, and if you swing it, it's got a pretty slow recharge time, mainly because it's a battle axe. But if you have nothing in your some of the weapons in this mod, if you have something in your offhand, it greatly reduces the time increases the time it takes to redo it. But this is about exactly half the attack speed of this weapon, and it does 9.5 attack damage. So it's not really an improvement, but hey, we're dwarves and we've used battle axes and not these wimpy little swords. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave these swords for elves. But that's not the only thing this mod adds. This mod also adds a lot of other weapons. So let's come here, and we're going to make this an iron spear. You see right here, it says, when offhand isn't empty, minus 60% of combat attack speed. So, like I was saying before, since I have a shield in my hand, it takes this thing a little longer. But now, actually, it doesn't seem to have much of an effect. Huh. Maybe it's just a bug in the programming, but it does have a higher attack range, an extended reach of 1.5 blocks. So, let's try a chicken. So, we need to keep this guy in one place. Boom. Check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 5 blocks away when I hit him with this thing. And it's got a durability of 250. Now, this thing doesn't have much damage, but it makes up for it in being able to keep people away. Now, let's try something else, shall we? What else should we try? I literally just looked up the crafting recipes. I don't know any of these by heart. Let's check out the katana. This katana is pretty fast, and it does 4.75 damage. That's pretty good. But in my opinion, in style, this is better than a sword, and also it's faster and it does more damage, allowing you to dish out more damage faster. And then if you take the iron katana and you put these here, you get the washing pole. This is a Dark Souls reference for all of you who don't know, Basically, there's a boss who's like a Japanese fighter, and he uses the washing pole as a weapon. But as you can see, it also has 1.5 range, and it's still pretty fast. Along with that, it's got a damage of 7. So, boom. Don't even have to get close to my enemies. But we, as a nation, are probably going to use iron spears and battle axes more. We'll leave the washing poles and all that to the less tanky races. So I'll put you guys up in there, and let's get into it today. So I have, as you can see, grinded a bit. So much iron, so much coal. I can't say much about the lapis, but we've got a lot of redstone, and we have 18 diamonds. I'm heavily tempted to use them, but today, yep, we're gonna be building up on that wall. And so I've got my weapons ready, I've got my torches ready. We're gonna light this place up so that we can work throughout the night. And yeah, let's get into it. But if you guys do like this mod that I've installed, please leave a comment down below. Heavily appreciated. And also, look, I don't think I took the time, but look at this wall with this mod. Like, let's go to resource packs. Boom. Okay, I was gonna switch over to the vanilla textures and be like, just look at the improvement. Wow. It's much wow Doge memes. But basically, just look at this beauty. Like, look at the grass. It's not all even, it's a variation of different heights and colors. The stone looks more stone-like. The zombies look like their eyes are falling out of their sockets. The spiders are just downright creepy. And, like, you can even see that some of the bricks are a lighter color than others, giving it a more natural feel, because not all the bricks are going to stay the same color forever. Some of them are going to get more washed out than others. And so I just like that about the stone bricks in this texture pack, because it's just, wow, pristine. But now that we've got this little section lit up, let's move on with our lives, shall we? And so, as you can see, this entire place is just a ball of light. Also, look at that moon. That moon is beautiful. Let's take a minute to enjoy this thing. You got the dark side of the moon, then you've got the light side, and it just slowly rises. And it's just wow. But the last time we were building this, I was explaining my plans for this building. And so, yeah, let's just, get right back into it. So, boom. I should have brought some ladders. So let's just quickly make a crafting table real quick. Boom. Quickly make a couple ladders. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Just my luck. Don't have enough. But I'm pretty sure this iron battle axe also acts as a... Yep. This iron battle axe also acts as an axe. So it's one of those things that's like 2 in 1. It's an effective weapon, but it's also a effective tool. And that's the kind of stuff I really like. Because sometimes, like, you'll be in a cave and you'll have like 64 iron, but you have to get rid of something so that you can pick up that 1 diamond, but you don't have anything you want to get rid of because you've been in that cave for like 5 hours. And so something like this, one, it allows you, if you in that cave and you need a tool or something, you can just quickly chop something down and hello there, my friend. Crowd control right here. Couldn't even touch me. Let's try out the battle axe. Boom, 2-shot. And he gave us a carrot. So we're probably going to add carrots to our farm pretty soon. But let's add a bit more lighting, because can't be dealing with zombies all night. Now can we? But yeah, like, especially if you can find like a weapon mod where a pickaxe and a pickaxe and a sword are in one. Because in the mines, it's sometimes you can't afford to manually switch out between a sword and a pickaxe, because that one zombie comes right around the corner ready to eat you alive, and you just gotta quickly shank him a bit. And so weapons that like our pickaxes and swords combined are really effective. Kind of like how I think the idea of combining a battle axe and a crossbow is a really good one, because the way the battle axe is designed, if you add a little bit more onto the general design of it, then boom, it makes a pretty good crossbow. And so that's just something to think about, because didn't really have to do that, but just think about it. Like, it gives the weapon more value if it can serve multiple purposes. But okay, don't fall down, don't fall down. Oh, on the edge of life and death. Oh, okay, but it gives the weapon more value if it can serve multiple purposes. So like when you're trading with other nations, or you're being forced to trade with some scrawny little elves, then a weapon that serves two purposes can greatly increase your nation's renown, because people are like, hey, I need this special kind of weapon, and other nations are like, yeah, just go to these people, they got what you need. But what you need to do in that case is you need to hide the secret of how you make it. Memorize it, pass it down from generation to generation, swear a sacred oath that you'll never tell anyone, because if the word on how to craft that gets out, then you've basically just thrown away all of your profit. Just nothing you ever create is truly your own. That's basically the moral. But as you can see, we have built our wall up quite a bit in that short amount of time, and with only a stack and a half of stone bricks. Okay. And so now we come to oh look, it's a zombie villager. You know, if I had our brewing stand, we could make a weakness potion and then make a golden apple, and then we could turn that zombie villager into a normal villager. But nope, there was no blaze spawner at that nether fortress, so we could not farm blazes to get that blaze rod. Lucky us. And so, but let's return to this. We have a slight conundrum upon our hands. So I think this is definitely high enough for a wall. I do like this height, and so I'm probably going to keep it at this height. Now, we've got a slight problem here. So, here, I want the wall to extend along the outside. But, give me a second to think, because what we can do is we can connect a gatehouse using an arc right there, or an arch, however you want to say it, And then we could do the same right there. And then, like, I'm just sort of confused on what to do with this end right here. Because I think what I want to do, actually, this is actually a pretty good idea. So, right there, if we raise that up a little bit, we would have another natural choke point. And then we could do the same right there. So, what we could do, potentially, and this is a potentially situation, is we could put a tower right there. We could extend the wall that way, and then the wall could attach to that tower through an arch. And that arch would also be part of the portcullis, or however you want to say it. And then we could do the same over here, only the wall right there could extend into the mountain itself. And so you could build a couple arrow slits and it'd be good as new. But let's work on this one wall real quick. And so let's go ahead and grab you. And I think it's time to make this wall a bit more effective. And so basically, let's come over here and grab some of this beautiful spruce wood. That's great. And so, craft a couple planks out of it. And let's come all the way over here. I think we should add I think we should put a tower here too. Just so it's not just one big wall. So, put this down. Back. There's no reason for me to destroy that, I just realized. Boom. Make a couple slabs. And here's what I'm doing. So, a wall, like this is a wall, but it's not a castle wall or a fortress wall. This is a wall like, hey, I just need to keep you guys. Why do you keep doing this, Jason? Because dwarves don't go high. But, like I was saying, this is a I need to keep you out and keep me in kind of wall. This is not a, hey, let's sustain a castle siege kind of wall. So, this is how you make one of those, the second kind of wall. Because, oh look at that, it's got natural breaks in the stone. That's pretty cool. Adds more, you gotta appreciate the small little textures that texture packs add. Unless you get one of those texture packs where everything just looks the exact same. Like, what's the point of that? But let's get back on topic. And so, what I'm doing is, if I can place something, I'm building a platform. Because if you just have this 1x1 wall, which is essentially just a bunch of noob towers, then if you get shot once by an arrow, you're basically done. You get hit by the arrow, you take the damage, and then you take the fall damage. And if you don't die from that, then you can get back up. You definitely can, unless they decide to destroy your ladders. But chances of you surviving another one of those are highly unlikely. And so, building a platform is a really smart idea because it allows you to, one, you can stand right here and fire at people, and you'll only have most of your body. You won't have your little faces poking out. And so, having that small we run out of blank. But having that small advantage in a battle can really change the tides, as we all know, because the little things are what win battles. You know how people say the proof is in the pudding? Well, the victory is in the wall. It all depends on how long you can hold the people on the outside of the wall. If you can hold them out until they decide, hey, it's time for us to leave, then you won. GG. That's the battle. But if you hold them off long enough so that they're weakened, then that's better. And that's another reason why I want a multi-gatehouse system. And so, because they pull in their fucking elvish mage or elvish sorcerer or whatever you want to call it, and they start shooting fireballs, blow through the first gate, then they gotta blow through the second gate, and then the way this is designed is you can't just fire through, you actually have to come in, because that's off to the left, that's off to the right, and yeah, so I did not actually think this part through, so I don't know how I'm gonna do this, in all honesty, cause like I had this planned in my head, I really did, but the fact that I didn't want to make this blocky might have just screwed me over. And so, you know what? Let's lower these blocks by 1. Now, if you're following my thought process here, what we can do is we can lower this by 1, try to save as much of it as we can, and then what we can do is we can extend it out. So the wall is here. What we can do is we can put the spruce slabs there, and then we can extend this out a bit more effectively. So if we put this right here is gonna be our test dummy, sort of. And so let's get some slabs. And so we need holes. And so let's grab, actually we can use stone slabs. And so boom, 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 and then I had this entire thing planned out, and I still screwed it up. So like that. That works. Then what we can do is we can put a trap door over it so that people don't fall through it. So let's go ahead and okay, I need to go grab some more wood, because I had this entire thing planned out in my head too, where everything was gonna go, how it was gonna look, but you don't realize how difficult a build is until you start actually building it. And that's what gets me, because I try building something, and as I'm building it, it's like, oh my god, this is looking perfect. And then when it's time to actually do part of it, it's just like, wow, I wasted my time. But I know that this is not the situation for this build, because this build basically is telling other people, hey, this is how the Dwarven nation survives. We've got this big ass wall out here, and we are not gonna let you break through it. Basically, you're telling all those elvish spellcasters to screw off. So boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. So I think I know what my problem is. So thank God for Minecraft not following normal physics. Let's put you there, and then we're gonna take a regular stone brick, boom. And so now we need to get rid of these. That's why I want that wall to be so large, because if someone falls off of it, I want them to die. Because more than likely the people falling off of it are going to be the assailants. And so if someone's trying to build up the wall, trying to get it into our castle, citadel, whatever you want to call it, then I want them to fall off and break their legs. Or die, whichever one's better. And so let's come here, not fall off like this time, break you, then break you. Yeah, that was what was screwing with me. And so now what we can do is take you, boom, and then boom, right there, boom, boom. Grab this, boom. Nope, that's in the wrong spot. Boom. There. That works. And so now what we need to do is we need to add a trap door here, so that a trap door that flips up, so that when it's closed, people aren't falling in. But when it's open, you can continue to drop rocks on whoever's attacking you. Oh no, I had that right. For a second there, I thought that the, let's check the time real quick. Okay, we got a little bit of time left. And so, I was just checking that because the way it was, it looked a little bit like I had done it wrong. So now we need to build the hole here. So, put you there. I may have made this a bit too blocky, in all honesty. Okay, let's go to sleep real quick, cause oh, I just realized another benefit of this. The way this is designed, mobs cannot spawn on the wall, but they can spawn on these. Because if you guys didn't know, Minecraft Vanilla, what are you doing? Mobs do not spawn on the lower parts of half slabs. And as you can see, we are indeed using the lower part of half slabs. So this looks a little weird, in all honesty. And so maybe what we can do is we can put a stair there. You can put a stair there too. So we've got a hole there, no hole, hole, no hole, hole. Okay. Because the way this is working out is someone decides to move over there, we can still hit them from the sides. And we can still hit them if they're down there. So from right here, actually, we need to remove these slabs because it's blocking our field of vision. But we can actually hit anyone that's too far. So, especially over here, that might be something we're risking. But you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Am I right? I'm right. And so, let's move over here real quick. Boom. I knew it was gonna happen too. I knew it was gonna happen. And that, kids, is why dwarves do not go up high. Or into the ocean. Oh, that's a lot of wheat. I'll have to grab that later. But my name is Askin the Soul Render. I'm gonna leave it off here. I'm gonna go grab my stuff. And then I will see you guys in the next episode. Please be sure to check out my friend Joshua's channel. He's my cousin. He's also a startup YouTuber. Hello, friend. And also, chicken. And also, be sure to check out my friend's channel, CS Lost. Basically, I play on there, and we all just play Counter-Strike Global Offense. If you guys don't know what that is, go check it out. And if you do know what it is and you want to see some gameplay about it, go check it out. But yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Goodbye.